Hi students, Assalamu alaikum. This is Wahid Yusuf, your English teacher, with another topic, with another lecture on the topic narration. See, in the previous lectures, we discussed certain things as far as narration is concerned. We discussed some important points about narration, some important points about uh, this direct speech, indirect speech, and then we started discussing some general rules. We started discussing some general rules, and I told you that there are almost four general rules which we must follow when we change a direct sentence into indirect sentence, when we change direct speech into indirect speech. And rule number one was rule number one concerned the reporting verb. How reporting verb is changed when we change a direct speech into indirect speech. And second rule was how tenses are changed. How tenses are changed when we change direct speech into indirect speech. How we change tenses. So then we did the exceptions where tenses are not changed, where tenses are not changed, and then we discussed third rule. That is rule of pronouns. Rules of pronouns or personal pronouns, if we can say more precisely. So reporting verb, how reporting verbs are changed, how tenses are changed, and how pronouns are changed. These three rules we discussed it till now. We discussed it till now. In yesterday's class, we did the pronouns and we did exceptions of tenses. Exceptions of tenses. And now in today's class, we'll discuss another rule, that is rules that concern certain words that denote position, that denote time and position. How certain words that denote, the rule is how certain words that denote time and position, how they are changed when we change direct speech into indirect speech. Or we can simply say how words denoting nearness are changed into words denoting distance when we change direct speech into indirect speech. So rule 4 is about words denoting time and position. Certain words denoting time and position. We'll see how these words are changed when we change direct speech into indirect speech. First, I will tell you about some words and I'll let you know how they are changed. And remember one thing, this rule is only applied. This rule is only applied when the reporting verb, this is reported speech and here we have reporting verb, when this reporting verb is in past tense, when this reporting verb is in past tense. So we can only change these words that denote time, that denote position, we can only change these words that show nearness, that denote nearness. We can only change those words when the reporting verb is in past tense, when the reporting verb is in past tense. See, for example, this becomes that. So whenever we have a sentence where the word this is used, this it will change into that. It will change into that in indirect speech. In indirect speech. For example, we have a sentence. I'll write a sentence. She said. I need this pen. So I shall write, she said that she needed that pen. She needed that pen. So this word, this is changed into that. This is changed into that when we change direct speech into indirect speech. In the same way, these becomes those, here becomes there, tomorrow becomes the next day, today will become that day, yesterday will become the previous day, hence will become thence, hither will become thither, and now will become before, and last week the previous week. So these are the words which are changed like this, like these. And there are some other words, there can be some other words, you can check on your own from different sources. So these words which show nearness, the words that show time and position, and those words are changed, those words are changed into different words when we change direct speech into indirect speech. So I'll give an example, I'll give you some examples here. For example, he said to me, he said to me, I would buy this book. I would buy this book. They said to him, they said to him, you should wait here for a moment. For a moment. See, these are the two sentences. These are the two sentences where we have to change tenses, where we have to change pronouns, and where we have to change these words that denote position and time, that denote position and time, and that denote nearness. They are changed into words that denote distance, that denote remoteness, that denote remoteness. And one more thing, you are never asked questions which carry these words, yes, sorry, I mean to say that you are not always asked the questions which carry these words. Sometimes the question, the sentence, the direct speech carries such words, and sometimes the direct speech, the sentence doesn't carry such words. So it depends upon the sentence, whether the sentence carries words like these, or whether the sentence doesn't carry words like these. So I wrote here some sentences where words like them are present, So it is not necessary that every sentence contains words like these. See, first sentence is, he said to me, I would buy this book. I would buy this book. See how we'll change it. He told me that. See, this is first person pronoun. First persons are changed according to the subject of the reporting verb. So here, this is subject. This is singular, this is singular. This is subjective form, this is subjective form. So it will become he, and would, as far as would is concerned, would is not changed into any other word. He would buy, this will become that book. He would buy that book. And second, they told him, you will we change it according to the object of the reporting verb. So you is subjective form and him is objective form. Objective form. So what is the objective form? What is the subjective form of him? That is he. So this you will become he. They told him that he should wait there for a moment. He should wait there for a moment. So this word, it is changed into this word, and this word that is changed into that. Is changed into that. So this is how these words are changed. You just have to revise them. You just have to learn them, that these words are changed like this. For example, this becomes that, these becomes those, hence becomes thence, hither becomes thither, today becomes that day, tomorrow becomes the next day, tonight becomes the next day. Tonight becomes that night. Tonight becomes that night. And other words, last week becomes the previous week. Or we can say, for example, ago becomes before. So all these words are changed, and you should learn them. You should revise them, so that it will be easy for you people to write when you have to change, when you have to transform a direct sentence into an indirect sentence. So that is these were the four rules. See, the first rule we discussed was about reporting verb. And second rule was about tenses. Third rule was about pronouns. And fourth rule about certain words which show time and position. See, I'll write an example and I'll tell you how these rules are applied. All these four rules we'll discuss in one or two examples. He said to me. See, I'm just, as far as examples are concerned, which I have written from last 2 days. I am just writing the simplest examples because I want you people to understand this. Yes, we'll do a lot of different examples once we start doing different kinds of sentences. He said to me, I have brought his book. They said to me. Have you helped him? She said to her, you should follow this procedure. These are the three sentences. 1, 2, 3. And we'll try to change them, and we'll try to find out whether this rule is followed, and this rule is followed. And these are all general rules. General rules means every kind of sentence follows these rules. First one, he said to me, I have brought his book. He told me that, see, it will become he, that he had brought. Now another pronoun is here, but it is third person pronoun, his. And as far as rules of pronouns are concerned, third persons remain unchanged. So we'll write simply his book. His book. Then another example, second example, they said to me, have you helped him? They said to me, have you helped him? See, this reporting verb, this said, it is changed according to the reported speech. It is changed according to the reported, this is reported speech. So here it was a statement and we wrote told. It is statement and we wrote told here. This is question and we'll write they asked me. They asked me, because it is not a statement, it is a question now. It is a question now. So reporting verb is changed according to the reported speech. If the reported speech is statement, we can write told. If the reported speech is question, we can write asked. We have to write asked, inquired, demanded, etc. So they asked me if I had helped him. If I had, see, they asked me, they said to me will become they asked me, and have you helped him? This is a past, present perfect, it will become past perfect, and this you, it will be changed into the object because it is second person and the object is objective form of I. So I wrote I instead of me. So they asked me if I had helped him, and there are certain other changes in this sentence. Have you helped him? I had helped him, and there is this if instead of that. So all these things, these are specific rules. These are not general rules. This if, why this if, this is a specific rule. Why this assertive sentence here, this interrogative sentence is written in assertive mode, assertive form here. Why this? Because this is what specific rule is. This is a specific rule. This is a specific rule. So these rules we shall read, we shall discuss in coming lectures. But here my primary aim is to make you people understand how reporting verb is changed. So that is why I wrote an interrogative sentence here. And then third one, she said to her, you should follow this procedure. She told her that you, second person, it changes into object. It changes into the object of the reporting verb. Reporting verb is her. Her is objective form of she. So we write that she should follow that procedure. She should follow that. It is actually imperative sentence as well, because there is an advice. So how imperatives are changed, we shall also discuss that. So this is all for today. So in today's lecture we completed the general rules which we have to follow in every kind of sentence. So in the coming lectures we shall start discussing certain various kinds of sentences with certain different rules, and that are known as specific rules. So with this I conclude this lecture here, and I hope you will be fine. So Allah Hafiz, and do prepare, do exercise, do practice a lot at your home. Allah Hafiz.